page coming soon page. So ping signal column coming soon page, which you are going to make it today here. So this is the desktop view you can see here. And when we go on to the mobile view, so the mobile view is like that. Actually, this project contains you need to have the JavaScript skill also to make this project because it has some functionalities of JavaScript also. But no worry, we can make this with the help of only HTML and CSS also. So this is the project what we are going to make it today. So, yeah. So let me have the scatter files here. So I have the scatter files and I have included this in the VS Code. Now, let us see what they have given. But before going further, let us discuss this also that what we are going to, how we are going to make it. So this is, I think, logo kind of a thing what they have given. And this is H1 or H2. This we need to have in the span functionality to make it different. And this is a input box, a button, this image they have given, and all these are favicons which we need to include it. And this is that. So a simple project which takes around 1 hour to make it complete. Now, let us see in the next HTML what they have given us. And if I make it live, okay. So, yeah. Okay, so this is again a kind of logo, and we are launching soon page. We are launching soon. Okay, and subscribe. Okay. Notify me that copyright policy of this is the last one. So that all what they are. So again, it is the kind of a logo. It is the image what they have given. So let us go ahead further. But before going further, let me do one thing. We'll make it. We'll make it live here. Improve. So we'll have the setup here. Okay. So this is the thing what we are going to do just now. Okay. So before going further, let us have spylp.css and wait 1 minute. Okay. We have style.css, is it okay? And in index.html, let me include this thing. Okay. Now, and okay. Now here, okay. So they have asked, feel free to remove and all this things. So that we will do later on when it is required. Okay. Now, how we are going to take it further? Let us see this thing. So we are launching soon. And once again, let us see what they are doing in the style guide. So in the style guide, they have asked to use a mobile view, desktop view, and very blue color, pale blue color, light red colors, and colors. Okay, gray. Okay, so many colors means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 colors, standard font size of 20 px, and a font family they have asked to use Libra with a font weight of 300, 600, and 700. Okay. And okay, so font also they have given to use. So what that we are going to use with the help of the social. Okay, so what we are going to see here, let us make it. Okay, so first what we are going to do, we will have this ping logo. So here we'll have a main tab. And in this main, let me have the image first. And this will have the logo SPG. Okay. And here what I'm going to use, I will use a class, simple class logo control S. This is the thing. So that's I'm clear. After this thing, what we are going to use, we will be having a H1. And in this H1, we will put this we are launching. So, so this is what we are launching soon. And here, second thing what we are going to use, we will have this H2, and this H2 will have this subscribe and get notified. So this is what about setting. Now, for this thing, this one second, let me open. Okay. So this is ping we are launching soon, and this is also notified. Okay, this we input box we need to create, and again a button we need to create. Okay, so style guide is not required. So here, what we are going to do after this H2, we will create a uh, form, and in this form, we will use input type email, and here what we are going to do, we will use a placeholder, and this placeholder, if you say yes, you can see here, see your email address. Okay. So placeholder have they given something. Mhm, mhm, mhm. Okay, so we will write here your email address. So this is what placeholder do. And after that, we will create a button. Button contains the content as notify me. So this is something comes here. Okay. Now after this thing, after this form, we again use a image tag, and in this image we have this dashboard image. And here we'll use the class as ILL. Okay. So this image have the class as. So after that, after this thing, we again create a UL, and this UL we use LI in a uh, uh, storage three times of LI with anchor tag. We are going to make it. Fine. Now here, we need to have the Facebook, Insta, and the Twitter. So in the last project also we have did that. So again, what we are going to do, li anchor tag href. Now here I will use the I class. Okay, and in the I class, I again have a class, and in this class I will be using a fab common class and fa Facebook dash f. Similarly, I will be using a I class fab again a common class and f8 dash because And here also same thing I am going to use I plus app and FA dash um, okay. Now here one thing I need to insert. Okay. So which is the CDN. The CDN will help to add the icons. Now in the last, we will have this thing at the copyright. So after this UL, we have a para, and this para contains all these. Okay. So this para contains all these things there. So which is at the rate copy and write, all rights written. So this is what we have created. But before going further, let me have Control A, Control Shift P, format selection. So things will get placed properly. Extra spaces, all these things will get removed. Okay. So this is how it moves. Now, before going further, let me see. So if we'll do all this guys, okay. So they asked, we can do based on our thoughts and concepts. Body main. Okay. Now let us see this thing here. So before going further, we have some fonts which we need to input. So we have the Libra Franklin. So we have 3, 6, and 7. So these are the things. Now let us have something here. So on the top of the style guide, we will place this thing. Oh, okay, fine. Now let us start the styling. So one second, let me open this thing here also. Okay. So first, it looks like that. So first, what we will do, we will start with the top. Okay, and okay, so we will do that. Fine. So we have first thing which starts from the start in box sizing order. So the extra spaces and what all the items contain some padding and margin, it will get removed automatically with the help of this particular thing. Fine. Now after this thing, we apply the font which we have included here, which is the one second. The Libra Franklin. So uh, so this is what we have imported. Now, after this thing, we will apply some set of styles to the main section, and it have some which is the max width. Let it be 6 px, and this main contains each and everything inside it. Okay, So if you see here, this main contains each and everything inside it. So what so far we are applying here, it gets implemented to the entire structure. So and now we want some space from all the six. We have some margin. Let it be 40 px and odd. Now padding of 20 px and TSC to put this thing in a perfect center. So this is how it shows to us. Now, after this thing, we will what we are going to do, we will target this H1. One will have the color. Color they have given us 1 second. H1 color. It is this gray. Okay. So it looks like that. Now, after this thing, after this H1, we have the font. So we have the font weight which will be 300 for H1. So after this thing, we will use the font size. Standard font size, they have asked to use a 15. So we are launching soon. But one thing here, soon is different. So we will take it up later on. After this thing, after this thing, okay, font size okay. Now what we are going to add here, margin. Okay, 1 second. Okay. So margin in the bottom of, let's say, and now after this thing, what we are going to do, this H1 from and the color of this H1 very dark blue. Okay. Now what we are going to do, we will target the H. Sorry. So and this H2, they have a different, altogether different color, which is again this one. Okay. So yeah. H1 is subscribed and get notified. H2, sorry. Okay. So now we will target this class dot I double L, and we will have a max width, let it be 100% and a margin of 60 px and 0. Now it is okay. Nice. Now what we are going to do, we will pick up this form tag. This form tag, we have a display of flex. Now see, everything will get aligned in a row, and use align items to flex or start. Okay. And some margin from the top. Let it be 50 px and text align will be black. Now, for this thing, what we are going to use? Second, again, 1 second. Uh, uh, in the form. Okay. So next, what we are going to add here is for the input box. So we have input, and first we will start with the border. Border let it be 1p solid with which color we will take? The pale blue. Okay. And after that, we will use some border radius property to make it curved. Uh, Border radius property. And in this border radius property, let it be 50px. Fine. Now, the font family to Libra. Fine. So this is what comes here. Now, standard font size, again, we are going to take it. Font size of, let's say, 116px. And we have some extra padding of 20px and 25px. Let's see. 20px will be for uh, top, bottom, and left and right. Okay. So this is how it looks. Now, after that, we have margin bottom will be 15px for some extra space on the bottom side and 100% width. 100%. Okay. Now, next we will target this placeholder. Input placeholder, and this placeholder again have a special color. So this is the same pale blue. Yes. So it is similar to the we are launching soon. Now we have the next thing here, which is left for is the button, which is a notify me. Now let us pick up this thing. So we have button and a background color. Background color they have asked to use is this one, blue. Okay. Now border, no borders required here. And next we have a border radius property of again 50px to make it in a perfect oval shape. And box shadow is also here, I guess. Yes, shadows here and shadow. Okay. So we have box shadow will be 0 5px 0 5px 5p and the color will be hs themes same. Now next we are going to have the font color which is white. Font color is white, I guess. So yes. And again we have next thing which is the cursor with pointer and font family. One minute. Next we have the font size of standard 16px. Font weight will be 600. Will be padding again. Let it be 10px, 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 and 50px. Input. Okay. Here notify me comes to be in a single line. So that is be done now. After padding, we have some margin from the left. Margin from the left, which is around and next we will use a flex of let it be 0, 0.3. Again, next we are going to add here is the word spacing. Word spacing will be 1 pm. So again, what we are going to do, we are going to apply a hover property on this button. Uh, uh, uh. So what we get, we will add the hover. So button hover will have the opacity to 0.6, 0.8. Okay. After that, what we are going to do, one second. So here, this is something needs to be correct. So, border it is box shadow plus the pointer font family, font with padding. That should be 20px. No. So now what is left here is this one. This particular thing is the icons. So what we are going to do, we are now target this fab icons, which we have implemented under. So we need to have a class here. So we have the class. Let it be social. Okay. Now we are going to target this social icons which we have added. So for the social icons, let it be where is it? So see, I got social. We will use first thing is the flex, so it will align everything in a row. You can see all these things are in a row. Now we have next, which is the align item enter and justify content enter. Fine. Then we have the adding of 0 and again 0 margin. Next we use the list style type will be none. So dot specs. Now we have the li inside social. So we have the social li and the margin of let it be 10 px. We are going to create some space between them. Now this thing, the spaces are sufficient. These are okay. Some more corrections required. The color line, all these things are left in. So the margin is there. Now what we are going to do, we are going to target the anchor tag. So dot social l li anchor tag and li anchor tag, and here we will have some border of 1 px solid with a color of one thing. Different color they have asked you. Uh, 1 second. So we need to see here. We have 1 second. This cell. It should let it be 0, 7% and 89%. Right. Again, we are using a border radius property of 50% and color. As I told you, it is a different color. So with still this. So this is the color of all these factors. Now this after that we use the display of inline text. So it okay. Now after this thing, display inline text, align item, enter and specify content. Again, what we need to add here, a font size of 18 px. 1 second. Okay. And height. Height let it be 40 px and it, again we are going to take 40 px. Now, what is left here? 3D text decoration none. So these are plain icons, no place functionality is here. Now we are going to target the footer. Footer we have no, we have only this para and the last. So we will target this T. The paragraph again have a common color. Let it be 59. Oh, the colors are almost same. Now, here, for that mobile view, what we are going to do, we will have a media screen and max width 50 px. We will target the form. Form will be flex direction to column and TAC text align will be sent. Now let us change the view. Okay. So this is what looks like. And after that, we will target the button. Second. Button. This button will be in a margin from the left from the left. What we are going to do, it will be 0. And what else we can have? We have will use the width to be 100%. So here, if you have seen this thing here, one second. One thing I need to see here. One second. Okay. So here comes to an end of this one. So this is the mobile view. Let it be. uh, So thank you. Thanks for the patience.